Now, in my personal opinion, Fission is the best card for the Defect. But the one thing that always scared me from picking it up too was that it removes all of your orbs. And that always hesitated me from picking it up. And I've never really been able to showcase it until this run. But on top of picking up Fission, we had some other cards that helped synergize and benefit from it too. So I think this run does a really good job of showcasing energy, draw, and also just manipulation, and just so many other things that I'll let the run do the speaking for itself. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoy this one. And as always, be safe, be humble, and do what you do best. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.
So if you're wondering why I only have two choices, if you saw that quickly, it's because the last round I got kind of greedy. And it was a good build too. And so in this said, build, I'm going to try to not be greedy and see where that takes me. Just see where it goes. Because I didn't rest enough and I was trying to do as much damage as I possibly could to my opponents. And I was like, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling good, I feel like I got this, and then I didn't. I think he's gonna weaken me again, so I'll be even more weak. Yep. What would you even do with hologram? Still haven't got an answer. I'm just letting you know. I don't actually know what I'd be doing with hologram. I want to get some orbs going, I think. I love draw, to be honest. But if we're gonna play to relics too, I feel like this is gonna be the best thing for relics. This is probably going to be more beneficial. And as we're fighting the Guardian, let's just focus on upgrading block cards. I really don't want to waste my fairy in the bottle here. That's the thing. I want to get this guy out of here if I can. Okay. As long as I didn't waste my fairy in the bottle. I didn't want to get that out of there with Act. Fission's probably the call here. I mean, for draw and stuff, yeah. And I say we remove 2 cards. Some base cards out of there. So I'm gonna play to my relics here, and I'm gonna look at, like, obviously resting and stuff too. We'll see how that goes. Something like focus would be huge here too. I mean, as long as you can make a turn last as long as it possibly can. Sometimes that's the best. 2 holograms, or do we want to go stack? Who are we fighting? Or do we want nothing? Do we feel like we don't need any of them? I like having a small deck with a lot of draw. And out of all of these, draw seems like the best thing. Because you can have a lot of good stuff happening to you. We don't need much more blocking. It's like, again, it's a kind of a slow deck, but it's like, I'm just trying to really just figure out, I got a block here, it's kind of a slow stuff, it's whatever, you know? You make it through, but it's just slow. I don't think retaining your hand is gonna matter here. I don't think any of this is going to help me. I could have actually went here, up and then came back. Wonder if that's gonna bite me. We know this is a small deck. It's only 15 cards. But I feel like with my experience with the Defect, is it usually seems like it's if he's got a smaller deck, he generally does really well cycling through his cards and playing very well. feel like when he has a bigger deck is when I start to struggle the most. It's like all your health too. No, I don't normally attack that guy. But I usually try to attack the back person, but I feel like I'm going to treat it like a backup plan. Like if I take damage type of a thing, I'm not going to force it. That's just crazy, man, that you can't finish the job. Unreal. Shouldn't even be that hard. Again, we have Fairy in the bottle too, so... What does he take from? Does he take from your, like... Okay. Do I want to play a letter opener, or do I want to try to go lethal here and get a kill or something? Just do that. I guess that kind of works. It'll force it in my hand at least. Crazy that I can't kill him here. Like that one specific turn I can't kill him. I'm wondering if I should draw Distilled Chaos. See if I can get him. Just for that one turn. We're not doing anything crazy here. I mean, I'll be honest. We're just, you know... Again, this might be one of those situations. Where it's gonna be, I'll be dead. Yeah. So Fairy in the Bottle just got used there, but I tried my best to... you know, obviously not get it to be used. I think we block here. Okay. Wasn't even looking at his damage right there. Gonna be really honest. I was just, or how much health he had. I was looking at my blocking. I was looking at how much was going on there. I was actually surprised he just died. I was like, I'm just looking at this. 18 cards right now. We have a very small deck. But we're trying to cycle through our cards quickly with draw. It's currently what we have going for us. Obviously, Fairy in the Bottle has kept this run going. We would have been dead already if that was the case. Another Fission? I mean, we could take two of them. Doesn't hurt. Because if one goes away, another one comes back. It's not that big of a deal. But I'd say energy is something we need as well. Donu and Deca. Again, we're going to look at this and try to figure out what routes we can take to utilize that correctly. But the first thing I always check in a lot of my runs is like where there are like rest sites. And it looks like the closest one to me is like here. But can we go and get some question marks along the way? Sure. You know, can get a few there. I'd say we do this. Yeah. That's the route. That's the route I like taking. And we have 101 health as well. I'll get rid of the potion, sure. Okay. Could have kept going, but I'm gonna stop. Okay. That's a lot in just one turn. That's a lot in just one turn. But that's what draw is. That's what draw does. When you have draw and energy, you can just do something forever and it will just never stop. It just seems like you're just constantly going. It seems super like mean to the opponent, but it's like that is just something that's so powerful when you do that right. I think this will be the key here. Just if we want to ever just go full blown, like, all right, here we go. See, since we should do this next. Grade 2 fissions. Now I could channel all that lightning for all that energy. I could. But then we're not to it. Then go back. It may not seem like I'm doing a lot because I'm just always energy, 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 right? So that kind of hurts you. But those will irrithal, so it's fine. These are one of these, like, these are one of these, like, runs where you don't talk because it's hard to just explain what you're thinking and you just go through the whole motion and it's just like you just see all this happening where you may have to watch it back yourself and go, I don't know what he's doing, but this is like, this is crazy that he's able to do all this. And I can explain it to you once we get to a certain point. Again, I'm not even looking at the opponent. I'm just thinking, okay, I gotta get some blocking up because he's gonna do 31 damage to me. What do I gotta do to make this work? Blah, 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 blah. You know, just all these things I'm trying. This will be a tough enemy, but I think we can make it work. Well, the good news is when you hit him with lightning, he doesn't change his intent. So that is nice. I mean, the best thing here probably would be to do this next. That way we just have more energy. For just a 0 for this combat? What's the upgrade? 0 cost for this? I think we do this for damage. And the next card I want to upgrade is this. Let's say we take the free heal and just get cursed. So this is the perfect opponent for this said build because we can do so much draw on a turn that every time you draw a card, it's essentially more damage. So he is perfect for this. So I'll show you, like this has 10 right now. So now what if I hold over it, it's going to be 18. So that's why it's like, this is such a good situation. And we just do this. Get more energy and keep going. We do it again. Otherwise we can't do it again anymore. Say wait. Say wait. That was 15 cards. Art of War is also going really good with this too. So that was a very strong first turn, but that can still hurt us in the end. Because, excuse me, if we don't have a lot of blocking to defend for it, it hurts us. Some turns can be scary, while some turns can be great. Be a big chunk of my damage right there. Okay. I'd say focus. And I'd say we just rest. That was it's a pretty brutal fight. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty tough. Just because we, you know, didn't just get the blocking when we wanted them, and maybe the first turn that we did was a little aggressive, but it still shows you how powerful draw can be. So now, essentially, you know, obviously I don't have full health here, but these guys scale quickly. Focus here is to try my best, I guess. Not a great first turn, huh? Nothing there. I don't want to waste that recursion. We gotta get some incredible blocking here, but I don't know if we'll get it. Okay. It was a good try. Very good try. Very good try. It was a good try. I'll take it. I mean, you don't know, right? We did an act where we had two choices because I've been struggling with the defect on Ascension 3. I know. If you've been watching my videos lately, I've been saying that I've been doing much better with these characters, but it's been a struggle with this one, and I shouldn't have even opened my mouth when I said that. You can look at my relics and say they were small. You can look at a lot of things and say what I could have done differently, all this. What I got as far as I wanted to, and I'll say this. You can see how powerful something like Fission can be. If you've ever been scared to pick it up, it is extremely powerful. I just think when you look at the situation, when you look at the situation and what's going on, we just needed a little extra damage. That's all we were missing, right? It was just that little extra push, whether it was strength, all that. What we had going for us was going through our deck incredibly quickly and had things like draw, had things like Fission to help with that draw, had things like recursion to help with blocking if we needed it, had things like Tempest, whatever it was. You know, when you look at someone like the Giant Head, he's perfect for draw ability. But one thing that he told me when I was in that fight is I took a lot of damage and I wasn't able to get through it that quick enough because I didn't have a lot of damage. So this is a really good example of a deck that did very well for the sake of its draw and its energy, but it didn't have enough damage to get the job done. I take away from this as it's still a good run, but just not enough of that extra push we needed. Donu and Deca was down to about 40 HP by the end of that fight, and all I kept doing was, if I saw a draw in my hand, I took it. If I saw energy for a plasma like this, I took it. Things like Art of War don't normally come into play for me, which essentially is if you don't play any attacks, you get additional energy, and I actually utilize that well. Letter Opener is so hard to play with the Defect because they have more attack and power cards in their build, but I think I utilize that pretty well. This came into play when we bought that in the shop. I tried to use this relic so that when we would go to places, we would, have good ability, interesting situations. I think this came into play quite a bit too. But who knows? Would Stone Calendar have been the call there? This was good for more draw on your first turn. This really shows, just for any character, not just for the Defect, how important draw and how important energy is in any build. But I tried to manipulate as much as I could to make my turns go as long as possible, the best way that I could. This was really, honestly, my strongest card in my deck, was this. But you can see a trend if you're just looking through this as I'm talking. Look at all the draw that we had in this deck, right? We had this for manipulation. We had this for draw. We had this for draw. We had this for draw. This for draw. This for draw. And then when we had all that energy, we had something like Tempest that would come into play. I know against one of those enemies, we did like 9 energy and we just Tempest, and just kept going and boom, 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 So this build really did rely on the orbs to do some of the work, but you can tell that when those things weren't there anymore, it sucked. It was great to have 2 of these for backup. It helped having this too. It helped having this as well. So that when I picked up something like Plasma or Fusion, that would be channeling 1 Plasma, that was nice. And it was already upgraded for me, so that was a plus too. I personally am going to take this one as it was a good run. It probably would have ended this way regardless, because if anything, the giant head is what kind of punished us with the build we had going. But throughout all of Act 3, we did pretty well. We were going through our enemies pretty quickly. I think Nemesis would have also punished us too, just due to the fact of going in between changing to intangible and attacking. So maybe the only enemy we would have been probably to get through that I would have been confident in is perhaps Reptomancer, but I still think in the end we would have came up short. So this run to me, again, and I've said it a few times already, I just think we were missing some strength or some extra dex to our build. Something like that was missing, and we just couldn't get the full push done. But it's good to at least showcase this every now and then, because I don't usually have a lot of builds where I do this, at least in my opinion, well, where I use energy and draw, and it's kind of fun to see how much you can do in just one turn sometimes, you know, and you're just going through all your cards and you're just playing and you're just going and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna keep doing this. This is great. I think the big takeaway from this is draw, energy, and just also how powerful Fission was too. So good run. I had fun. Even though you come up short, doesn't mean that it was a bad one and it was a disappointment. Still think it was fun nonetheless. So GG's.